What's up, YouTube? How are we doing? Evan got scared, guys. Anyways, today we wanted to bring to you guys the story of how we found out we were pregnant of this chunky monkey.
Of Evan Weeby! Let's get started. And we had a lot of people request this actually, so This is why we're doing this video.
So this is how everything started. One day me and Katherin were discussing having a baby. So guys, if you do not know this, like I said on the Q&A video, I think we talked about it a little bit, Evan was planned. And we actually had this plan set up. It was A, B, or C. So like if her parents agreed with it, it was gonna be all good, just who cares, you know, we're just gonna go through with it without no hesitation. Then plan B was maybe if they disagree, we're gonna move into my parents' house, right? Then if my parents do not agree with this, her parents don't agree with this, then we're just moving out and we're still gonna do it.
We had like a budget too. I remember being like, okay, this is how much we're gonna spend on food and the apartment, like his job and me working. So we actually like wrote everything down.
And we were well under what we could afford. We were like $700 down on what we could afford.
Yeah, and we actually thought that we could afford everything then.
Yes.
We were like, oh, we're not gonna have issues at all.
Right.
And well, before that, I was like extremely scared that my dad was like gonna kick me out of the house.
And then I was extremely scared that I was gonna have to kick his ass. And it was so annoying, guys. Time has passed. Right?
Time
has passed. Now, we're at this point where we're finally gonna tell him, right? We do not want to tell her dad yet.
Mommy.
Interrupt me one more time to see if you don't go out for adoption.
Okay.
I'm just playing, Baba.
It's okay.
Wow, Evan. No more.
Wow, Mr. Annoying. Eat him from there.
Wow. Bravo.
He said, hi, Ro.
Look at his face. He's so pissed.
He's so mad because
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
let's go.
You don't do that.
You don't do that stuff here, buddy.
No,
you don't throw
stuff.
But anyways, guys, a little bit of time has passed and we decided to lay off our plan on her mom first. Because we didn't want to deal with her dad yet. Yes.
He has a little bit of like anger issues.
Very. We took her mom out to eat to a Chinese buffet. And we decided to lay the plan out on her like, here you
We
go.
were throwing a little bit of shade though. We were like, oh,
how would you feel if this were to happen?
And she
was like, you guys are pregnant.
She was
just
like looking at us like, what are you talking about?
She was 17, I was 18. You know, we were teens when this happened. She did tell us, wait a year. She wanted us to wait a whole year. And we were like, but can we still have a baby though?
And then,
she was like, it's your guys' life. You guys.
Yeah. She got excited afterwards though. I found out I was pregnant in October.
My birthday.
For his birthday month. So this is how it happened. One night I was feeling not sick, but like I wasn't feeling myself, I guess. And I had like chills that night and I wanted chocolate so bad. It was ridiculous. I don't even know if that was like anything to do with like early pregnancy symptoms or whatever. But I wanted chocolate and I was so mad that there was none at home. So I told him when he got home from work to go get me some chocolate at Walgreens. And I told him to buy a pregnancy test too. I really thought it was going to be negative because we were testing for like the past 2 months, 3 months. And they were all negative. So I wasn't really expecting it anymore.
But in that same week, guys, I was at work. And pizza is life, as you know. I bought pizza in the morning, like at 11 o'clock, almost noon. And I ate a slice of pizza. And boom, I go, how would you say when you just puke?
Throw up?
Whoa.
You're nauseous?
Yeah, I started feeling nauseous after eating that slice of pizza. It was pizza and Powerade. And I just started throwing up everywhere. It was crazy. And I was like, what's going on? You know, like I really, this kind of stuff never happens to me. So I started telling my coworkers and stuff about it. And they were like, oh, dude, your girl's pregnant. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, is that a thing? Like, do I get symptoms that she does too? And they were like, well, some people do, some people don't. And then I started doing research, you know. Good old Google decided to help out. And it is very true, guys, that you can get the symptoms through your saliva.
So, like, since we kissed each other, obviously.
Since we slobbered on each other's mouths. Obviously, that's what was happening. And then...
Oh, boy. Okay.
Okay, and that same week, guys, I'm coming home from work, and keep in mind, it's like really cold over here in Nebraska around that time, and I'm coming home from work like super cold or whatever. And one day they just have a little package waiting for me outside, a little gift.
For what?
That Jonathan said it was a late birthday gift.
No, but I still have to say how I didn't tell you first.
Oh, sorry.
So rewind. As I was saying, I told him to go buy me a pregnancy test, but I didn't take it that same night that he brought me the chocolates and the test.
Which I wanted that to happen.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll just wait another day, like it's not a big deal. And then I went to school the next day, and then I told my mom that I was feeling dizzy at school or something, and she was like, oh my god, did you take a pregnancy test already? And I was like, no, but Jairo bought me one last night that I can go take when I get home. I took the test, and I was like, oh, whatever, like, I'll just leave it there. But I was just looking at it, and I had the clear blue digital ones, so those say if you're like pregnant or it says not pregnant on them. And so I was just staring at it. I was like, okay, it's gonna say not pregnant. And then Evan,
because we had taken like 2 or 3 the week before.
Yeah, so then it was, so then it actually said pregnant, and I was freaking out. Like, I almost cried, and I didn't know how to feel because we were so young. Like, it finally hit me that we were young to have a baby. Yeah,
she was kind of regretting it, I guess.
I wasn't regretting it.
Well, not regretting it, but she was like scared.
Yeah, I was really scared. And then I called him, and he was at work, and I was like, babe, guess what? Like, I was on the phone, and he was like, wait, don't tell me, I know already, I know. And I was like, okay, do you want me to tell you? He's like, no, tell me later. I was like, okay. And then we just hung up. So I didn't tell him through the phone, and I wanted to so bad. So then I called my friend, and then...
But I felt like I knew she was pregnant, but in my mind, I was like, nah, she probably is about to take a pregnancy test, but she hasn't taken it yet.
Okay, so then after that, I called my friend, and I told her, I FaceTimed her, and I told her, and she couldn't believe it either. So then I went to her house.
By the way, I was so freaking mad that her friend got to know before me. I was like, what the fuck?
I went to her house, and then we went to, oh my god, babe.
And then her dad found out too before me. And her mom too.
And Jonathan.
And I was like, what the I'm like the 5th in the list.
Yeah, which he should have been first, but I just couldn't contain myself.
Right.
Okay, so then I went to my friend's house, and then we went to Walgreens to go buy another one, just to like make sure.
Another one.
And then I was like, okay, well, how am I gonna tell Jairo? So then I didn't know anything about like Pinterest or whatever, so I just decided to put it like in the little bag with a balloon, but I don't think I attached the balloon to it. Yeah, I didn't. So it was just like a little gift bag. It was a little gift bag. We went back home to take that other pregnancy test, and obviously it was positive. This one was a different brand. I packaged it and everything, and Then my dad got home. My dad got home, and then I was like, Dad, guess what? And he literally, this is all I said. I was like, Dad, guess what? And he was like, what? You're pregnant? And I was like, yes. And then he was so happy. He was smiling, which I thought he would be mad.
Completely not what we expected.
Yeah,
but we did tell him before that we were planning it, and he did agree, you know. So
it wasn't a special like pregnancy reveal at all.
Actually, you do not know what anybody's reaction is gonna be till like the actual moment hits of knowing when you're pregnant or not.
My mom got home, and I told her, and she almost fainted. She started to cry. She was being dramatic, but she's always overly dramatic over
Yes, over everything. Like, she'll burn a tortilla and she'll be crying.
Hyro never got home. Like, I was like, oh my god, when is he coming home? Yes, he got home late, and during, like, usually around that time he was getting home like at 5 in the afternoon, and I was expecting him to get home early. I told Jonathan, I was like, Jonathan, give him this bag and to say that it was for his late birthday. Yeah, and I was like, okay, this little dude, I was like, I walked in and I was like, alright, this little dude doesn't even like me, because at that time we had some like little beef going on with me and him, because he was barely going through puberty. Jonathan is her little brother, if we haven't clarified that before. Yeah. And then Katherin is just like this with
on the other side. This was her face on the other side of the room, with the phone like this.
No, you're being dramatic.
Open it, digging it.
You couldn't find it. I don't even know what that
Pop the test. I thought it was a marker at first. And I was like, Jonathan, that was a bad prank. And then I see like that it was a clear blue thing, and I'm like, oh. And then my knees got weak. Oh my god, this just happened. It was an exciting, amazing feeling, to be honest, guys. I went crazy.
I was like, babe, I just can't.
You just pinched my nipple.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Love you too.
Okay, so yeah, that was our pregnancy story. How we found out we were pregnant.
Okay. And then we had our first doctor's appointment and all that stuff. But anyway, that's for another video, guys. So if you guys want us to give you a story time of the birth of Evan, good. You know, you guys can get it. Just comment below.
Hit us up, guys.
Yes, comment below on this video and tell us if you guys want us to give you the story of Evan's birth. Comment below, guys. Hope you guys really enjoyed this story time. So guys, on the next video we're gonna be talking about our experiences right now on how we're trying to conceive another baby. At this very moment, we haven't really talked about it, but we've had some good and bad experiences lately, and if you guys really want to hear it, it's probably going to be up there after the birth giving story, if you guys want to watch it, of course. Yeah. So just make sure you comment below.
Tell us how you feel.
Please, please, please. Bye, guys.
Bye, Willbranders. Love you guys so much.